What's up, fam? It's Sleepy of Sleepy's Planet, and today we are going to be reacting to something very adjacent to my own interests, which is Dr. Mike reacting to Lord of the Rings injuries as a millennial mom, as a bisexual millennial mom, especially. Lord of the Rings has very deep meaning to me as both a Legolas lover and an Arwen lover. Never really knowing who to pick out of the two. And then I guess as an adult realizing that Aragorn is also a prize. This movie is like peak bisexual fantasy, but that is not the point of today. The point of today is reacting to some of the injuries, which there's some really fucking gnarly injuries in Lord of the Rings. So let's see what this guy has to say. See what this dude's got to say, my dudes.
One does not simply react to Lord of the Rings medical injuries and emergencies, but we must also look behind the scenes.
Oh yeah, there was like a real injury that happened on Lord of the Rings. I'm sure he's going to talk about
Assuming
it.
they have all this facial coverage to prevent themselves from getting a sunburn. It's actually quite the smart move, but there was actually a marathon runner who did this in the past, covered himself with animal fat, and ended up overheating and I think dying.
Oh shit.
The dental work needs work. Oh! The positioning there is in a really bad spot. If it didn't hit the heart, it hit the aorta. Massive bleeding.
I thought the aorta was part of the heart.
I was about to say this is what movies get wrong a lot. Because you don't instantly die. A lot of times that impaled object ends up putting pressure on the arteries that would be bleeding, so you don't die
Yeah, it's not until you
instantly. It's
remove
kind
it.
of you lose blood as time goes on. But if he
think,
was to
right?
come into my ER, this would be a really big problem because it's a wooden arrow. It makes it really tricky to be able to find all the splinters and wood pieces, because if it was a bullet or something metal, we would see that on an x-ray, on a CAT scan.
Oh
With
shit,
wood,
yeah,
it's a
you
lot
can't see
harder.
wood on an x-ray. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, my dude
The
would be
double shot
fucked in the ER.
abdomen and chest. I really hope his tetanus vaccine is up to date. Oh! Oh! See, you got to be careful. The neck has so many structures in it, and it's all condensed in such a close area that if you cut the carotids or the jugulars, man, that's it. Oh! Oh, he hit him right in the gastroc there. That's going to make it hard
What?
to move, but he's still going to be able to hop on the other foot. See, this guy's not making use of his real weapon. It's those nasty teeth, the bacteria that are being harbored in that mouth
Yeah, miss
are
me with
way
that,
more
fam.
lethal than any of the punches he's
Miss
throwing.
me with that, fam.
Oh, see? Called it. Nasty mouth syndrome.
Ew. Yeah, nah. Brother,
Oh! See, be careful of that mouth.
Yeah, brother,
Beheading
Keep
works.
that nasty mouth away from me.
Beheading works. And honestly, sometimes if it's a clean enough cut, we don't even get arterial spray because the muscles inside the arteries just contract. But the body still can keep moving, interestingly enough.
Sam. Oh, no, wait. Sam is the real prize. Getting older, too. Sam.
Where's he going?
Sam
Does he
is
have
peak best
sunblock?
boy.
Does he have hydration?
I'm running at a dead sprint, and I get in, and as my right foot lands about 2 feet in the water, just this huge, sharp pain.
Oh my God, he had an inversion ankle injury. I already feel it because he stepped on something.
Okay. I have
non-level.
I have a story. Wait, chat. Okay. Okay, my dudes. So, let me kind of move out of the way. So you see how that's like turned in? You see how that's kind of like turned in? So, okay. So one time, my clumsy ass was walking down the outdoor stairs at the apartment community that we used to live in. And they were like doing work on the stairs and they were like uneven or something, or like something was wrong with them. And I just stepped wrong on a bad stair. And what happened is just like this picture where it looks like it was twisted. What happened is that I twisted my ankle so fucking hard that the bone got pulled out. So basically the like tendon or the ligament or something twisted so far, so quick and so hard that it yanked the bone out and I broke my fucking ankle. It was awful. I broke my ankle and my arm at the same time that day. One of the worst injuries that I've had. Yeah, one of the worst injuries that I've had. And I've broken a lot of bones. I've broken a lot of bones as a millennial. Like we grew up outside more, I think, than a lot of kids do today. And so I've just had a lot of stupid injuries. I have broken my collarbone going off-road dirt biking. I have hit my knee jumping off of a roof and into a pool and clipping my like kneecap on the edge of a pool. I have broken my right ankle like God, like 4 or 5 times at this point, just doing stupid shit. The first time it ever happened, I was practicing for softball in high school in my friend's backyard, and there were like, I don't know if they were gopher holes or what, but they were just like these holes, and I was running to catch the ball, and I didn't notice that like right where my foot was landing, that there was a hole there, and it was just the right size where my foot went in and then twisted like all the way the fuck around. And I actually got up like the first time I got up and I like walked on it for a bit. And then I was like, oh, something feels weird. Like there's something rubbing on the outside of my shoe. And I like looked down and my ankle was the size of a grapefruit. And I was like, oh, fuck me. And so I sat down and we were like looking at it. And then when I got to get back up, when I went to get back up from sitting down, I could not get up. So my friend's dad had to like rush me home. And my mom thought that I just had a twisted ankle. So she was like, all right, ice it and rest it and we'll take a look at it tomorrow. So like tried to sleep it off. You can't sleep off a broken ankle and a torn Achilles. And so the next day it was completely like super hyper bruised. I could not bear weight on it. Like if I tried to step on it, it collapsed, but also while it collapsed, it like sent this like shock wave up the rest of my leg. Like stepping on it felt like there was just a signal going from my ankle up to like my knee, basically, that was just like a shock, like an electric shock is like the best way that I can explain how it felt. And yeah, and then it would just buckle. So I unfortunately I had to give up playing softball that year, and actually the rest of the years, because I did not rehab correctly and I kept having ankle sprains and stuff. And that's how I wound up breaking the same ankle a bunch of times, because I just didn't treat it properly. Part of that was like, you know, when you're a kid, your parents are supposed to like make sure that you do all that shit, but that can't be the whole thing. Like in early adulthood, I also didn't take care of it. It's not maybe until the last like 5 or 10 years that I've started to actually try to go to physical therapy for issues and shit. Cause I don't, when you're like young and broke, or when you're like at home with your parents, it's just not really accessible. But yeah, I've had some really nasty injuries, but something very similar to what Sam had here.
Version ankle injury, I already feel it because he stepped on something non-level.
Grabbed onto the side of the boat and I just looked down and it hurt so bad.
Oh, poor
my
Sam.
God. The fact that he's bearing weight is a reassuring sign. It's part of the Ottawa ankle rules, which we use to decide whether or not someone needs an x-ray. Given that he's a fancy Hollywood person, he's going to get an x-ray. In the Ottawa ankle rules, we look at if they're able to bear weight at the time of the injury. There's specific sites of tenderness. If they're present, we need an x-ray, etc.
Sit him down and have a look at his foot.
His foot had virtually been completely impaled on this shard of glass.
Oh.
Take back everything I said and fact check me. He stepped on a shard of glass. Wow. That is really dangerous. Also tells me that he has good sensation to his feet and he's probably not a long-standing, poorly controlled diabetic because those individuals lose sensation to their feet. Actually, one of the tests we do in the office is called the monofilament test, where with this little stick thing, we poke and we see if patients have sensation.
Ugh, I don't like people touching my feet.
I always felt if I was a Lord of the Rings character, I would be Legolas. Don't you think?
What?
Why?
I don't know. He just...
There's a pretty one?
Is he pretty? I was
He's
going to say
very
he has
pretty,
swag.
yeah.
Sound up in the comments. Is Legolas the pretty one?
No,
I know who
Legos is
Sam has a
definitely the
crush
pretty
on.
one. Legolas is
And I
definitely
said
one
to
of the
Viggo,
few men that I
I'm
was
going to put the
attracted to
camera
young.
sort of down the hillside a little bit, and can you try to kick the helmet as close as possible to the lens?
Oh, yeah, he
Because
broke
it'll
his
look great if it
foot.
just like
Yeah, he
flies
broke his
past us.
foot.
And so Viggo did 4 takes.
He wouldn't do very well in a penalty shootout, given that it's World Cup season.
Yeah, no, he broke his foot doing this. I remember hearing about this.
Oh.
That scream is
that
real.
was better.
Take, he kind of got closer and closer to the camera. The 4th take I thought was really good. I thought, well, that's pretty close. And then I thought, oh, look, he's got better each time. If I just give him one more take.
This is what happens when you
I
seek
do.
perfection when good will do.
So he boots this helmet. And then he let out this scream. I thought, wow, this is strong. I mean, this is like Aragorn is like just in total grief.
He's like, what a great actor.
He's like,
Really
damn.
cool. And he didn't say anything to us, but we found out that Viggo had actually broken 2 toes with
Yeah.
that last kick.
I remember hearing about
Oh,
that.
and it looks like it's the big toe. You know, the big toe is underappreciated. Up to 40% of the force that comes from taking a step comes from the big toe. The pinky toe is the second most important. The ones in the middle are kind of, you know, just for balance and adaptation to the environment. But that big toe, man, oof.
I'm not gonna lie, my feet are flat as fuck. I don't think I use my toes very much.
Are we getting ciguatera poisoning in Lord of the Rings? Oh, no. Is he gonna swallow too much water and get giardia or something?
Has he not
Oh,
seen
no. Is he
Lord of the
drowning?
Rings?
Oh, barracuda. Bro, is this the strongest fish in humanity? Actually, it's not humanity. In nature? Oh, he found the ring. Oh. This doesn't look like an injury. He looks like he's chilling.
Yeah, you don't know. Yeah.
A bite on the hand is a huge problem. It's worse when it happens as a result of a punch. That's called a fight bite. As your fist is closed, bacteria from the tooth breaking the skin can get into the joint. And then when you relax your hand, that closes that space and prevents that bacteria, its ability to get out of the joint, and therefore it's trapped. Then you can develop septic arthritis in the hand, osteomyelitis. Oof. Oh no. You could break those tracheal rings in there. The I could never say this word. Cartilaginous. C-rings. Cartilaginous.
Yeah.
Cartilaginous. Cartilaginous!
All right.
Russian immigrant watching Lord of the Rings.
Okay, my dudes. Sleepy educational moment. Sleepy educational moment. For those of you that like choking, for the love of God, please do not apply pressure directly frontally on the windpipe. Please do not do that. The purpose of choking is not to actually restrict breathing. The purpose of choking is to reduce blood flow, which causes that euphoric feeling. So what I want you to do if you're into choking, okay, is you've got your hand, okay? You've got fingers on either side of the windpipe. Instead of pressing forward, okay? So instead of pressing forward towards the trachea, forward towards the windpipe, what you're gonna do if you're into choking is you are going to apply pressure from the sides, because that's where you have your like veins and stuff that control your blood flow in that area. So pressing in from the sides is going to give you the proper choking form for anybody who does not know ball.
So when you strangle someone like that, what ends up happening is not so much that you're cutting off air, because sometimes you could actually keep breathing. It's you're cutting off the blood flow. If you don't have blood flow, it doesn't matter that you're getting air, because oxygen within the air is only being able to be delivered to the cells of the brain through blood. And if there's no blood flow, it doesn't matter that there's air going into the lungs.
Yeah, but that's okay. So tangentially, what that means is that's where you kind of get that brain high, where you get that like brain fog, brain high. So obviously, do it within reason, do it safely. Don't do it until somebody fucking dies.
What you doing?
Uh-oh. Gandalf, he spots you with his wandering eye. Oh, is this nocturnal lag ophthalmos, where the eyelids don't close when one sleeps? See, you could totally be asleep
Whatever it is, it's
and
creepy.
his eyes are open. Well, that sounds like a valuable thing. It's actually pretty awful because your cornea need lubrication. That is not going to be comfortable when you wake up in the morning. Your eyes are going to feel absolutely awful. This can happen as a result of thyroid conditions, exophthalmos, where the eyes bulge out, trauma to the area, facial nerve paralysis, or Bell's palsy. The muscle that allows your eye to close is also the muscle that is required to smile. Yeah, that's. I wonder why his eyes don't close when he sleeps. Okay, we got a spider. I got a little arachnophobia in me.
Brother, I fucking hate spiders.
Oh my god, that's a giant one. Interestingly enough, I think most dangerous spiders are fairly small. I'm talking about the venom.
That's
being
facts,
dangerous.
but like,
Oh.
You can miss me with that, fam.
The fangs are coming out.
Oh, you can miss me with that, fam.
Oh, it's a quick spider. That was his spidey sense kicking in.
Nah.
Oh my god, he's gonna die from the giant fang, not from the venom. It could even be a dry bite. Did you know spiders dry bite where they don't actually put any venom? That's why not every spider bite is necessarily lethal. In fact, most aren't. The ones I'm familiar with, like brown recluse, black widow. You know, the black widow is like a neurotoxin that actually starts mimicking an acute
I'm not gonna
surgical
tell my brown
abdomen.
recluse
So
story
it's
again,
pretty interesting
Kat.
in that regard. I don't think that's kind
I
of.
think I've told it in
maybe
2
that's
videos
what's happening
already.
here. I think the most deadly spider is called a Sydney web funnel spider. I
It's
think
from
they're
Australia.
strictly in
That checks
Australia,
out.
and there's anti-venom now for it. So I don't think like anyone in the last like 20 years has died from them as a result.
Brother, not with the mouth
Oh
foaming.
no, but this spider is like fully taking advantage of this guy.
Yeah, now he wraps him up and shit.
He's webbing him up. I don't know what the most scary death is. Like, is it a shark or is it this spider that's like paralyzes you and then rolls you up like you're a
That's
fruit
nightmare
roll-up?
fuel.
Oh.
Nightmare, pure nightmare fuel.
Let him go, you filth.
Save him!
Sam's a real one
Save
for this, because
Frodo.
if one of my homies got picked up by a spider, nah, I'm leaving
I need
you.
friends like that when a giant spider appears.
Leaving you. I am leaving your ass.
God, does he have allergic conjunctivitis? Like, what is going on? Why are his eyes so red? Get this poor guy some Pataday drops. Maybe throw
Probably
him
just
an
hasn't
Allegra
slept,
or
damn.
something. Poor guy.
Give Sam a break, my dude. Sam's the best boy.
Okay, a little hydration for the skin. It's like how
Oh,
I feel
fuck
when I
this
put
guy.
on Bioderma every morning.
Yeah,
Oh no, I
fuck
don't.
this
Do I want
guy.
to see this? I don't want to see this. Oh my God, is that gasoline? Is that fuel? No!
Yeah.
Save him, Gandalf! Bury this madness! Wait, he's burning himself?
No, he's. Yeah. No. I mean, yes, but like, no.
He's gonna kebab him off of the thing.
Yes, but
no.
no, it's his kid. He was just also standing in it.
They didn't have fire extinguishers back then? You know, like
No,
pull,
I don't think Lord of
shoot,
the Rings had
sweep.
fire extinguishers.
Oh No, hoof
Yeah.
to the face is not compatible with life once you land in fire. Especially when there are oral burns. The
I mean, also when
oropharynx
you've,
just
like,
swells up from
covered
the
yourself
immune
in oil.
reaction, the burn. It's really bad. I mean, you can't breathe. Stop, drop, and roll? That's the move. You want to suffocate the flames.
Yeah, nah, homie just jumps off
Oh,
the cliff.
that's not going to help you, man.
Yeah, homie just jumps
Even
off
if
the
that's
cliff,
into
my
water,
dude.
that's not. Oh, that's not into water.
No, it's not in
Yeah,
the
so like it
water.
doesn't even matter at some point how high you jump from. You're just gonna hit
fuck.
terminal velocity, and there is no world where you can survive that fall. Just think about it. It's not even the fall that's dangerous. It's the rapid deceleration. Basically, your organs keep moving while your body stops. So where certain organs are attached. So think about the aorta having some attachment secure points in your body. In that area, as the heart and the aorta move, it literally just tears. That's a bloody mess. Plus the pelvis breaks, and when the pelvis fractures, it cuts all sorts of organs, including your aorta. So just massive bleeding. You know that if from a fall you land and break your heel bone, also known as calcaneus, it's known as like the lover's fracture. I'll let you figure out why.
Come down.
What?
Be free of him. Free? He will never be free.
That's how I feel about my patient notes. I feel like if I was writing medical notes on all these characters, I would write cyanotic skin and dry mucous membranes. All of their lips look super dry. They clearly did not care
That's
about their
true.
hydration or electrolyte status.
You withdraw your guard, and I will tell you where your doom will be decided. I will not be held prisoner here.
Oh, right in the back. That's dangerous. I mean, in the back, you're hitting lungs. That's why when we listen to your lungs, we listen from the back. Lungs are collapsing instantly. Whether or not you hit other vital organs remains to be seen. The fact that he removed the impaled object means a
It's
lot more
bad.
bleeding is happening.
Yeah. That's in his
That
heart,
looks
though.
like it's right at the PMI. Oof. All right, well, that's what's gonna do him in. Yeah. I mean, this is, well, yeah.
Yeah, he got Mortal Kombat
I was gonna say if there's
fatality.
water, it really would matter because it was so high up. Because after like 30, 40 meters, it's like hitting concrete with just like a little bit of extra splash effect. Yeah. No bueno on that one.
The ring is mine.
No, Frodo,
See?
don't do
Dry
it.
mucous membranes. Again.
Don't do it. You have so much to live for.
And he cut his nails so short.
Those are really short. It's a nail biter if I've ever seen one. All eyes on me time.
Oh. It's like an MMA match right now. Oh, see? Those
MMA.
bites? Ah, the polymicrobial world that lives inside that nasty little mouth of his. Oh, he bit off his finger? That's
Yeah.
even worse. That's going to be so hard to reattach. It wasn't a clean bite. Like, surgeons are way more likely to reattach a thumb,
I don't know
multiple
if there's any
fingers, or if
surgeons
it's
in
a
Lord of the
child.
Rings,
But
fam.
in this scenario, hopefully he puts it in a wet paper towel and puts it on ice, not touching ice, but on ice. Then he'll have like 24 hours to get that put back on. The fingers do a good job surviving without blood flow. There's no muscles in fingers, really. You got to remember, when you reattach a finger, maybe you can get the arteries, because they're a little bit thicker, put back together, but the veins are not. So sometimes there could be blood flow in, but no blood flow out. That's why they'll throw leeches on there sometimes to pull out that excess blood.
Ugh. I don't like that.
Oh no, bro. Not in the lava.
Yeah, straight in the lava. And he's so happy because he has his precious.
Oh, movies get this BS wrong all the time too. If you fall into lava, the human body is not as dense as the lava, so it's not gonna just penetrate through. It's kind of gonna sit at the top. Plus all those vapors, the sulfur, carbon monoxide, the radiant heat coming off of it will burn you and kill you. Lava's like 2,000 plus degrees Fahrenheit. You'd basically just die on the top of it, partially submerged, and as it cools, he'd be trapped in the rock. He would die from the fall. The fall would have
The impact, yeah.
some of those were messed up scenes, but even more messed up what our medical system has done to us over the years. Click here, check that out, and as always, stay happy and healthy.
All right, my dudes, that's the end of this video. Like, subscribe, let me know what you want me to watch in the future. I'm Sleepy of CP Planet. Peace.